Hello, YouTube. Thank you so much. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. Come on in, friend. We are talking all things going live. Appreciate you all joining me. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. I am trying to do all things, and it's been a busy afternoon. So I appreciate you all coming through. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Um, and get to talking and chatting. We're going to talk about being a live host, going live with ease and confidence. My friends, we are always talking about how do you grow, how do you expand in this space and be successful. So come on in. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet. She will, hopefully she can join us. We'll see if she's able to join us before we go too far into the live. But I appreciate everybody who is here now. So we're going to get to talking and chatting. Thank you so much for joining the live. And then we will continue to grow, friends. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for joining. Okay, I was reading comments. All right, friends, thank you for being here. So we're going to get to chatting. This is my go live. Appreciate you all being here. And we're going to get to talking. Let's see. Let me get my screen set up. You know, it's hard when I'm multitasking. So let's see. Let's get to going ready. Get ready to go live here. And we'll let YouTube bring some of our friends in. We're going to join in a second. I appreciate you all coming in. We're going to start our live streaming era. Thank you so much, friends. And if you are new to my live, go ahead and make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate you all joining the live. And so if you are sitting back watching me, that means that you know I'm here. I'm doing my live thing. So make sure you comment, say hello. Go ahead and like the live and then subscribe. How you doing? Is it Nisha Sarah? Hey, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate that. Make sure you like the live. Also, appreciate the comments. Continue to comment. We're going to get to talking and chatting. And then if you are new to me, go ahead and click subscribe. Click subscribe. And then go ahead and click that bell so you know and get notifications of when I go live and when I'm posting content as well. So you'll get all the notifications from me. And then in the meantime, let me do a little housekeeping. My moderator, her name is Jess Michelle Crochets. She may join us, but thank you so much, friend. And so she may join us. Just make sure, as housekeeping, we want to make sure we stay professional. It's a professional page. We're going to talk about live streaming, okay? So I want you to live stream, okay, with ease. So we're going to talk about that. And then we're also going to talk about making sure you understand how to brand yourself. We're talking about branding. We're talking about building your community here. So all that's packed into how you can do this successful, how you can monetize. So I ask that you're at least 18 years or older. So we're talking to an adults and people who can make professional decisions on their own. And then let's keep it professional, okay? That's the other thing. Let's keep it professional, friends. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. And then let me know if you have any questions. That's what we're talking about. So if you have questions, let me know. Sarah say, I appreciate your friend. Let me know if you have questions. So we're going to keep it professional. And then I also co-stream. And so I'm going to be on the other channel, on my other page, talking and chatting with people. We'll get started over there in a second. I appreciate you all joining. We're going to get started over there in a second. And then with that process, I want you all to ask questions because I do it over on TikTok. So if you have questions about the platform, this becomes a playlist. Thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you. This becomes a playlist. So you can go back and review it. I'm going to make a lot of my playlists active. I have homework tonight. So I'm going to make a lot of them active and you can go back and watch any of those. And like I said, keep it professional. Let's stay. Let's have comments. Make sure you like the live. If you have not subscribed to my channel, click the subscriber button as well. So I appreciate all the support. That's what this is about. We want to grow. We want to make sure we are all growing as a community. And so if you have any questions for me, I want to help you and support you in your journey too. So with that being said, we're going to get started in a second. So I appreciate you all coming in. I say this is a learn room, so you're going to learn all about this process. And then again, if you have questions, let me know. So I say start your live stream with ease. Okay, we're starting the live, start your live streaming with ease. So I don't want you to feel nervous, afraid, scared. This is where you can get the information you need to be successful. I posted a video today on my TikTok where I talk about practice. There's a practice mode on TikTok. Over here, not so much. So you can practice though, and so that's something that you can actually do and start get started with it. Hello, friends. We are starting on TikTok. Hello, friends. Thank you for joining the live. We're talking all things going live with ease and confidence. So come on in. We're going to talk about starting your live streaming with ease. Okay. So I want you to start live streaming with ease. I don't want you to feel nervous or scared about this. We're going to talk about all things that you can be doing to build your community, can build your page, and then also make sure you are connecting with your audience, your target audience. So thank you all so much for joining the live. I know some of my supporters are out there. They're going to come in shortly, so I'm going to share out my live. How you doing, Chosen? Thank you so much for peeking in. My friends who are coming in for a second, thank you so much for coming to the live. I am going to add this to my story. So you know I am live now. So it is on my story, added to story. So I am live, friends. So come on in. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you for saying hello. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to talk about how to start live streaming with ease. I want to make sure you have confidence. You feel like you could do this. I've been doing this since April on YouTube. I've been doing this since January on TikTok. So I've been live hosting consistently. 7 months in this, almost 8 months of going live. Literally day or two off, not many, but literally daily. I've been doing this. So with that, I'm really confident about my ability to do this and can give you some tips and strategies as well. How you doing, DV? Thank you so much. Look at your level 735 coming on in, friend. How is everything going? Let me know if you have questions too. Appreciate you joining the live. Thank you for popping in for a second. All right, Jess, how are you, friend? So I'm going to share out my live. Let my supporters know I am gone live. And if you have questions, you can come on in, hop on over and support the live. And we're going to go from there, friends. Thank you all for joining. Appreciate you all being here. How you doing, Michelle? We're just getting started. This is my 4 o'clock. I call it my 4 o'clock. I usually it's a mindset conversation because I talk to my newbies, my people who are nervous, afraid, scared. They're wondering if they should do this. They're wondering if they can stay at it. They're wondering about the process. I actually posted a video today that we talked about consistency. I mean, that was the main topic because I wanted to make sure people understood you just have to show up. A lot of times it's in you and you can do it. But a lot of times people are nervous and afraid and they don't want to show up. So they are inconsistent. How you doing, Miss Treetop? How are you, friend? Thank you so much. We're going to get started in a second. I just cut on the live. I'm about to log in to my other page so I can get some engagement that way too. Let me know. Good afternoon. This is my 4 o'clock live. How's everything going for you? Hello, friends. Come on in. Let me know if you have questions. I appreciate you all joining the live. So let me know if you have questions. And then we'll get started. I'm going to start tapping my screen on my other account so we can get some more engagement. Appreciate you all supporting the live. Hello, happy Friday. Happy Friday. I love it, Dr. Bougie Secrets. A hair expert. Okay, love that. Come on in, friend. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you joining the live. So like I said, I just got started. Thank you for the likes. Let me know if you have questions. And just so that you know, I did it myself. I did it myself. But I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all coming on in. So we're going to talk all things going live. So I titled this Start Live Streaming with Ease because I don't want you to be nervous, afraid, or scared about this process. I know my introverts. I am a fellow introvert. I may not seem that way, but I am a fellow introvert. And so a lot of times I'm nervous, scared. How you doing, Lulu? Hello, friend. How you doing? Trisha, did you come in? Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here, friend. I look forward to chatting with you tomorrow too. So, so we'll get to chatting and stuff too. So, you know, when it comes to going live, it's not, you said yes. Thank you for the taps and the support. I appreciate you, friend. When it comes to going live, it's not for everybody, but I will say, if you put your mind to it, if you just say, you know what, I'm just going to be consistent, you could do it. Miss Tree Top, have you gone live? Let me know what your living, going live is like for you. And you did not put a bio in, man. We got to put some words in that bio. I appreciate you coming through. We got to get you right so you can get all the support and you can grow. That's what it's all about. I'm going to follow you back too. Let me see. Oh, you got a private account. See now you gotta get a lecture. Miss Darlene. Let me clap again, friend. You had folks sitting around here. We was about to put out the APB. Like, what in the world? How you doing? Nika's gonna be so excited to see you. Nika's like, have you heard from her? I was like, well, wait a minute. Now let me say this. Am I going? How you doing? I'm doing much better. I appreciate you, friend. Silver Fox, how are you, friend? So wait a minute. You were here Monday because you sent me a birthday message, and I told Dika that. I said Miss Darlene came popped in on Monday. I said I'm sure of it, and then I went back and saw where you sent me a message, and I was like, yeah. So then we didn't see you Tuesday, Wednesday, and now you. Well, we didn't see you. Did we see you Tuesday? We didn't see you Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. Okay, I know, friend. I know you had some family stuff to take care of. No, I didn't. Coach V just told me how to fix my account today. Yes, I was about to give you a lecture because you got to make it on private. You got to private. Yeah, I went downhill from. Okay, wait a minute. I didn't get the first part. Hold on one second. We said we missed you. You said it went downhill from Monday. Gotcha. Okay, with family. Gotcha. Okay, I thought you were saying something else. Okay, we were asking. You said I'm better now too. Silver Fox, how? Okay, wait a minute. All my friends, y'all, this week has been testing everybody, huh? This has been a testing week. Oh my gosh. On the news, you hear all the different stories about people and all the sadness happen. It's been a trying week. I know that much. I feel that way. You said I'm not staying, but I'm happy you stopped by. If nothing else, we know you are still in these TikTok streets, okay? I appreciate you. How you doing, Shay Sprays? I see you, friend. I was in the hospital, Tennessee with Legionnaires. Oh, are you okay? Well, Tennessee is where the grandbaby is, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Are you okay? Okay. You said I love you all. Thank you so much, Miss Darling. I appreciate it. We love you too. We do. You said I'm better now. Okay, sorry to hear that. Now, are you back home or are you still in Tennessee? I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh my gosh, like I said, this has been a testing week for the folks. I appreciate you guys. Grandbaby's in Alabama. Well, who's in so you what was it like in transition back home? Because I'm just thinking geography. I think you do run through Alabama. You said I'm back home now. Okay. Sorry to hear that. I'm praying for you all. I'm praying for folks. I know this is a testing time. Like I said, this has been a test for a lot of people in this last. I'm gonna say in the last week, the last 5 days. It's been a lot. It's been a lot that's been going on. So I'm happy you're back home. Hopefully you're fine. Nika, Miss Darlene is she still in the room? She ain't staying. She's still in the room. Miss Darlene is here. I'm on my way back and had to make that pit stop. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you were traveling back home. Yeah. Hey friends. Hey friends. Okay. Silver Fox was just sharing that she had been in the hospital too. So sorry to hear that, friends. Okay, we're gonna keep you guys in our prayers. Oh, good. You said, oh, good. Yes. So she said, you said, well, wait a minute. You said you thought you had a stroke. Oh, wait a minute. Who had a stroke? You? Oh, wait a minute. I thought you said a family emergency. The family was you. You said you was in the hospital too. Wait a minute. I thought there was something else. Yeah. I fixed it now, Dr. Lisa. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see. Keep me posted. Yes, it was me. Oh, you both. Oh, no, Silver Fox was the one that was in the hospital, but Mr. Arlene said she was sick too. I didn't realize you were saying you were sick. Um, oh, sorry to hear that. Are you doing better now? Hello, friends, and happy Friday. Yes. Oh my gosh. So you're resting at home. Where are you at? Are you in the hospital? Let me know if you're still in the hospital. Yeah, I missed the way you wrote that. I think you wrote that you said a family emergency, but you were the family. Okay. Yes, I'm good. I'm home now. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Wow. Yeah, like I said, it's been a testing week. Wow. Um, okay. I'm gonna pray for everybody. You guys are this yeah. Yes, Coach Jesse. Yes, the praying hands. Okay, you guys take it easy. Take it easy. At the end of the day, your health and well-being is priority. That's the reality of this. So you take it easy. If there's something going on and you feel signs and symptoms, and I guess for you, Mr. Sterling, you must have felt some symptoms and you went to the hospital. So that's good. And I know your daughter is nearby, so good thing hopefully she was able to support you too, or is able to support you. So yeah, sorry to hear that, friends. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all joining the live. Thank you so much. We got our friends back with us, so we're gonna continue to make sure that they're safe, and we're gonna keep them in our prayers. That everybody is doing well. I know it's been a trying time lately, so we're just gonna continue to stay uplifted and stay positive because you guys are doing stuff that you know that is keeping you engaged and active here, and we're looking for you. We're your community too, so we want to see you all and make sure you're doing fine. So please keep us posted as you have things that go on in your lives, so we know you're okay. But we're happy you're doing much better. Please take care of yourself, praying for complete healing. That's it. That's it. Mrs. Treetop, let me say something real quick. Okay, bio wise, it still says no bio, but you said you fixed it. So let me know if you were talking about putting words in your bio. Let me know if it worked. And then it looks like I'm following you on this account. Do you have two accounts? Because I thought the other account had you at 200 something followers. So is it two different accounts? Let me know. Two different accounts with the same name. All I thought was you all. Oh, all I thought about was yeah. You thought about us. We thought about you. Nika came in here one day. She said, "Wait a minute, we ain't seen Miss Darlene." I was like, "Wait a minute, I saw her Monday because I think you. I know you came. I know I saw messages from you Monday, and I thought you popped into my live on Monday. Um, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we hadn't seen you, and so that's when we started. I sent out those messages for you. No bio, private to public. Okay, gotcha. So okay, good. All right, and then you're gonna put a bio because now you're public. Hello, Mama. How you doing? Hey, Dr. Lisa. How you doing, friend? I said they looking for me. We were looking for you, friend. You saw me. Wait a minute. I think I messaged you on my private account. I messaged you I messaged you on this account. I messaged you on Dr. Lisa Shop's account, and I messaged you on IG. And then I looked on my private account to see if you had been active. So that's how the private account worked. Yeah, so we were looking. No, this is my only account. Okay, that's it. I must have just saw the bio then. I thought I saw a Lord follower account. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all. Social Nanny, are you okay, friend? I know you care for your daisies. Let me know if you okay too, friend. we checking on folks today. I was just numb on one side. Okay, but you're fine. I hope you're fine. Okay, so I know you went to the doctor, but I think you said you're fine now. Yes, I need to do that next. Bio coming. I need more tips. Okay. Well, when it comes to a bio, really what you want to do is put words. I call them keywords based on what you're going to produce content about. And if you are going to come live, you might want to have words in there that relate to your live. So your content and live topics should overlap. So, for example, if you're going to talk about, if you have a particular hobby you do, if you have a particular niche you want to focus on, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's just spiritual well being, maybe it's, when I say hobby, maybe you do something along the lines of crocheting or something like that. So just know that that's something you can put in there. And so people who are looking for that type of topic, they will put it in there too. TikTok will categorize you, and then people who are looking for that can find you. So that's a good way to do it. I think we got the flash code. You said I'm good. Okay, that's good. That's what I love about this room. We love on each other. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's community. That is community. You got to do that. TikTok gave us roses. Roses the flash code. Not heart me, y'all. Not heart me. TikTok me endlessly. They know that y'all come in and give a heart me in the morning, then y'all come back and they're like, oh, heart me again. so so I'm happy I got roses. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the room support. Now you guys are gonna get upset with me. I actually had some I was at Coach Miss Jesse's live for a quick minute. I had to jump off because my husband had to go pick up his car from the auto store. So I wasn't able to get on. And I wasn't able to do any research before I was able to get back here. So in between that little project that we had to do, that assignment, task, I guess, that I had to do, I wasn't able to do as much research as I wanted to do when it came to kind of looking into what's happening with the latest with TikTok. The music thing is a thing. It seems like a thing. Coach Miss Jessie, you had me tickled to death. Oh my gosh. When I was laughing at you, I was literally, the laughing emojis, I was literally laughing at you, friend. Um, how you doing, Happy? I was literally laughing at you in your live. So what she did is she decided she was going to be her own music. Nika, I don't know if you came in the room when she started the whole. She was singing, she was rapping, she was doing beatboxing out, or she was doing all types of stuff because she thought she was gonna be her own music, and she catwalked and did her fashion show. So, Miss Darlene, what we found out today is that we really shouldn't have music in our lives. Yes, you came in right after she had finished one of her renditions. I don't know if she did some others after I left, but yes, yes, it was a hot mess. I said, I don't know what to say about you, friend. I don't know what to say. I said, I don't know what to say. But you say, you sound crazy, you say. I was like, no, I don't know. I ain't gonna say that. You are definitely one of a kind. You are definitely one of a kind. You said, look here, friend. Okay, Social Media said, please see my bio for the information for Upbeat, a royalty free. Okay, okay, awesome, awesome. It's not in your bio here. What you mean? What you mean by your bio? Let me know. Vet wife, Nana, singer. Ooh, singer. Self care. I'm kind, not weak. Sultry Nana. I love that. So Upbeat is the one that you said that's a royalty free um, music app. So she said Upbeat was one, and then people talk about Epidemic Sound. Those are the two that I've heard of. Thank you for sharing that one, Sultry Nana. So Sultry Nana gave Upbeat as a royalty free music app that you can use. Um, she said, but she does not lack confidence. No, she does not. Hey, that's why she had confidence, coach, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. She does not lack a bit of confidence. That confidence is exuding all the time. I love it. Um, it's a link in her bio. Oh, it's a link in her bio. Gotcha. Okay, I can't see it on this side. I would have to go to your page, but no, I don't see it here. Gotcha. A link in the bio. Okay. Okay, thank you for that. Yes, ma'am, always. Appreciate you, friend. Upbeat is another one. So if you guys are looking for royalty-free music, and that is essentially what you need to do. You need to pick royalty-free or, non-copyrighted music, so that way you can hopefully not have any issues with TikTok. So just keep that in mind. And then as you are having music in your room. So what I would tell you, Coach Jesse, so she said, so between those two apps, maybe look for that. If there are royalty-free, Google royalty-free songs, maybe that's something else that you can have playing in your room too. So you can decide on if you have some other type of music. Maybe there's, I know you have your upbeat, up-tempo music. Maybe there are some up-tempo songs. Maybe there is some smooth jazz, you know. So some other things that you can use that will not get you in trouble with your live stream. Oh yes, need three more roses. Thank you so much, Nika. Yeah, so if we yeah, we do have the flash goal going on. TikTok has that. Here's what I will say. I didn't get a chance, so anybody else. So Nika, you were doing some research before we got off the live earlier. One thing that Nika came across is the difference in age for who can be in your live room and who can gift. So that is a new thing that's about to roll out where people who are, how you doing, Miss B? Appreciate you joining. So people who are essentially minors that are coming into lives, so they were able to give gifts at as young as 18. I'm sorry, as young as 13. I didn't even know they could do it at 13, to be honest with you. I had no idea. But now you have to be 18 and older, 18 plus, to give gifts. So just know that that's something else that happens. Um, and so now you have to be 18 plus to be able to give a gift. Thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate you, friends. Thank you so much. We're almost there. Two more is one per person. So that's the biggest thing. And then one thing they're supposed to be trying to do, my understanding, I have not seen all the details about it, but one thing they're trying to do is cut down on the begging. So what I tell people, and I see it a lot. Thank you so much. How you doing, Sarah? I see it a lot in those lives where people are doing their battling and they're doing that type of stuff. Hello, friend. How you doing? They're battling. They're doing that, and so essentially, thank you so much for the rose. Appreciate that, friend. We reached our rose goal, and so they're yelling out gifts that they want and they're influencing. I remember distinctly, like Coach Jesse, when you said you were out there and you were going to different rooms, and just some of the antics that you were seeing, where the live hosts were really very direct, and I guess the way they were communicating, it just was really off-putting. And so, just having that experience, there's a lot of that still is happening. So I'm assuming that's probably why TikTok is being very strict about, okay, what you can and can't do. And so the begging is a piece of that. That's a big piece of that. So just keep that in mind. Just be careful as you're doing your own lives and you're asking for people to participate. Again, people have our agency. So what I teach is that, hey, you just tell people where stuff is. Like, hey, I have a live goal. There's a flash goal up there. TikTok gave us a flash goal. The flash goal is roses. You're welcome to give a rose. So people have a choice. It's not like, give me this and you got to do this and I want you to do this. No, it's up to people. When it comes to the daily heart, you can say, come in and get your daily heart meet if you haven't done so already. It's totally up to you if you want to get the daily heart meet. Again, there's a way you could say it that doesn't say like, oh, I'm begging for daily heart meets, or I'm begging for you to do my flash goal, or to fill my wish box or a gallery, the gallery that I have. So just know that there's a way you can communicate that. They're demanding give or go. Oh yes, I've seen some of those rooms. Yes, yes. Good afternoon. How you doing, Tree? Wait, you got the agency? Not yet. I'm actually, so today has been a little bit more progress. Um, Today I'm in the process. So no, I'm not in the agency yet. I haven't finished or fulfilled all the things I guess they're gonna ask of me because I'm still waiting. Um, you said Nika is frustrating, battling and begging. Yes, that's it. That's what they're doing, battling and begging. So he said, yay. So there's forward progress happening. That's the way I like to say it. There's some forward progress happening because it was radio silence for quite some time. You said, oh, I was going to tell you. What was you going to tell me, Nika? Tell me. Congratulations. So there's forward progress. What's going to happen? Like I'm in a separate now group chat. If you guys ever heard of this app, I actually do like it. It's called Lark, Lark. Not sure. It's like Slack. If you heard of Slack, it's like a workflow type app. So what they've done is put you in this group chat to kind of field out people who are essentially applicants and then people who will move on through the process. So I've gone through two different requests that they get given me, two different questionnaires. So I fulfilled those. So we'll see. We'll see how things progress. They sent a message today saying things should pick up a little bit because they were having a black backlog. So now we hopefully will get a little bit more response and a quicker turnaround. So we'll see. I was watching a battle last night and he had his mod block people sending roses on the glove. Oh, can you do that? Tell me more. Tell me more. That seems wrong. But so I know roses, you don't want to send them on the glove. So do you think that's part of the other room sending their people over, like a trickery type thing? You said they asked for gifts. Yes. So many making TT not be fun anymore. Yes. The changes. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard navigating. Um, Dang, I forgot to take my daily heart me and points. I claimed them just now, so I have to wait. Oh, okay. Gotcha, friend. Yes, it's crazy out here. Yes, it is. To Sunday to reset. Oh, you gotta wait to Sunday to reset. Oh, wow. That's different. What do you mean? Sunday to reset. Hello, just got off my live. How you doing, Dr. Trish? Thank you so much for being here. What you mean you gotta wait to Sunday to reset? I'm not sure what that meant, Happy, but I appreciate you, friend. Let me know what that meant. I charge my phone while I'm sitting here. Okay. Hopefully not. No, I'm not sure what that meant. Thank you, Miss Treetop. How you doing, friend? So yeah, I'm not sure what that meant, but Nika, tell me more about the glove. Did you get filtered? You might have got filtered. Let me know if you got filtered. I'm curious about that. So you said the mod was blocking people who were sending roses on the glove. Can you do that? See that? See, that seems unethical. You said got filtered. Yeah, I think you got filtered. I was like, Nika would have responded. I knew you would have responded. 24-hour turnaround time. I get my heart meat in the daytime. Oh, yeah. You do. Yeah. Yeah, so it's one per live. So because I do the morning, the afternoon one doesn't work. But they gave us the glove as the wish, the the wish box or whatever. It's a flash goal. I'm sorry. Okay, gotcha. Thank you all for being here. So we were talking really quickly. I was just kind of going through some of the quick updates that we talked about earlier today. So one thing that we spent a little bit of time on, most of the live, we talked a lot about, okay, thank you so much, Silver Fox. We talked a lot about the music. So music is the new rule as of today. So you have to, thank you so much, friends. Appreciate you. Music as of today, you cannot play music. So what's going to happen is, thank you so much. What's going to happen is that people who are DJs, people who are covering songs that they don't have the copyright released to, that they essentially can't do that anymore. So TikTok is like, no, this is not the app for that. You have to use in-app music. I just posted a video. I did use music that was in the app. I didn't get a notification or anything. I didn't get any special notification, but I did use the music that was in the app. Oh my, I had 275 followers as a private. Now I have over 1K. I just fixed accountable. I was about to say that, okay, I was about to say, I thought I saw two something when you were private. So let me say out loud, when you, hey Doc, how you doing? I hope you're well. I am, friend. Thank you so much. Hope you are as well. So when you are private, you stunt your growth, for lack of a better word. Essentially, you can't grow as fast because you're blocking people from being able to follow you. You actually have to go back and accept those follows because you're private. So if you were looking to grow, you said, I see. Yeah, if you were looking to grow, you can't grow when you're private. Yeah. You really are regulating who follows you and who you're accepting as your friend. That's what's happening. You're being very selective. And in an app like this, I don't know if it bodes well to be private and be selective. If you want to be private, you could do you don't have to show your face. You can do a logo or some image as your photo, or you can use a name that nobody knows. So you can still be anonymous and not have to be a private account. So that's what I tell people. He said mods anyone. Ooh. who drops 1 cent gifts on the glove. So gross. They were just trying to help. Yes. Wow. Yeah, that's the type of account they need to get rid of. You said I blocked private accounts. Yeah. Yeah. Those are the type of yeah, those private accounts, you know, it's hard because you can't follow them. They can't follow you either. So so a lot of people don't engage with private accounts. They'll remove their follow requests. So you probably could have had more followers, Mrs. Treetop. Now you had 1,000 that you were able to access afterwards, but you probably could have had more because a lot of people will unfollow private accounts. I can't with TikTok. Stop filtering me. TikTok, stop filtering her. I know. I was like, what in the world? Yeah, that's pretty disgusting that somebody would block people who are trying to support. Yeah, I don't like that either. I was only shopping on TikTok at first. Oh, you were only shopping. So but then you start going to live rooms, and I think that's where your followers came in. Do you post? Do you know if TikTok is really going to be sold in September this year? Um, no, I don't know. No, I don't know. Honestly, what I would say, Mama, is that the 90-day extension ends like the middle of September, September 17th or so, 17th, 18th, or 19th, somewhere along in there, that second week or so of September. Um, so we're based on the presidential extension that happened. We're waiting for obviously for a little bit more clarity surrounding is the app going to be reimagined, redesigned? Is it going to be sold to a big, investment company or investment firm? That's kind of in the chatter as well. Some investors rather. Will China approve of it? So yeah, we don't know all the specifics. The Secretary of Commerce actually did put something out yesterday that said, they really do need China to approve of the U.S. having some level of ownership, or else it will go dark. So it potentially will go dark if China doesn't communicate what level of support they're going to have for this, for the U.S. to have some type of ownership to it. So so we'll see. We're just going to keep going forward. Here's my mantra on it. There's a lot of money flowing throughout this app. There's a lot of people who will benefit if it was sold. There's a lot of people who are making money on here. There's a lot of things that's happening when you think about TikTok Shop and brand deals and all the different partnerships and stuff that's happening. So I will find it hard to believe that they're going to let this just go. I think it is, they will come to some agreement. I do believe that. So because of that, I just think about economics of it all. It's not about us, the little people. It's about the money. So if you follow the money, I think for that reason it will continue and it will continue to thrive. And maybe it might get renamed. Maybe it might get bought to somebody. Maybe there are going to be some changes and tweaks here and there. But for the most part, it's not going anywhere. I don't think that's going to be the case. He said, I understand. Yes, Fran. You're gonna be growing now. Now you're right. Now you're good and right. You're public. Well, is he taking out all the fun on TikTok? Yes. So yeah, that's my thoughts on TikTok, friends. Hold on, I gotta catch up on comment. You said that was quick. Yeah, that's it. That's all you need to do was be a public entity. Will I still be able to lip sync? No. If you playing music that you're lip syncing to, if you're playing somebody else's music that you don't have copyright release for, you won't be able to do it. So, no, you won't be able to do it if that's the case. No, no, no. Not really. I just messing around with pictures and stuff. I'm finding my way. There we go, Fran. They said, okay, thanks. I'm good. Not to practice going live because I love to be able to grow here. Yes, go practice. I just posted about that too, guys. I posted the video on how to practice, how to go in practice mode. So go watch the video. It's out there for you. New to this, any advice? Shine on. How are you, friend? Okay, Shine On, stay with me for a second because I'm going to talk about bio. That's going to be the first thing. Miss Treetop, she just had gotten a bio lecture for me and she fixed it. She fixed her, she was a private account. So that I'm going to say that first and foremost. If you're a private account, then you don't want to be private. So I'll talk about that too. No, this is crazy. I was just getting started. I'm so ready to dive in now. There we go, friend. Okay, thanks. You're so welcome. So yes, let me Shine On. I'm going to talk to you in a second. Does the EU have issues with TikTok? Is it banned on in other countries? There are countries that TikTok is not in. I've seen you before here, and I love your energy. Thank you so much, Mama. I appreciate you. Um, if it's music from TikTok, you can. Yes, music from TikTok, as long as it's an app, you're fine. Yes, that's good. Thank you for clarifying that, Nika. Yeah, music within the app you can use. Music that is not within the app, you're using YouTube, Spotify, any of those type of companies, you can't do that. You can't do those, and you can't bring in your own music and DJ and do all that stuff. You can't do that anymore because you don't have the unless you have the copyrights to those music, or you're covering your own songs, your own original music. That's the only way you can do it. Love your energy and vibe. Thank you so much, friend. So Shine On, let's talk real quick. Let me give you the lowdown. So you're new to my room. Anybody else who's new, let me know. Put it in the chat. And any of my ongoing friends that are here, feel free to come in and chat with me as well. I appreciate all the questions. I love the engagement. So continue to engage, friends. I heard you can use lo-fi music. You said new. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate you. Lo-fi music from where? Not from like YouTube. Is that what you mean? I love lo-fi music too. I do. So I'm thinking like the lo-fi, like YouTube type stuff. But let me know. Is that an app? Let me know if that's an app. Because I'm thinking about people who do it on their channels. So that's where my mind went. But I'm not sure if that's what you're sharing. Just watched your practice going live video. Did you really? That's what brought you here. You saw it. He's like, let me hit this red circle around her face. She's live right now. Is that what happened? You're like, she's actually live. Thank you so much, Fred, for being here. I'm not new, but I love it here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Nettie. I saw people using music all day so far. Some, as they always do, same as they always do. There are DJs on here. Are they okay? Well, I listen a lot to lo-fi music from YouTube, but not sure where else I'll find it. Yeah, that's where I listen to it too. So, okay, really quickly, here was the discrepancy, and I'm going to say this out loud because I still think I think there is a discrepancy. Okay, the notice that came out. I still get notifications. Don't tell nobody. I still get notifications from that other agency. So we ain't gonna say nothing here. I know somebody listening, but we ain't saying nothing. So because of that, I still get notifications. And because of that, the notification that went out is that it was for the EU. It was not for the US/Canada. It was really for the UK. You laughing at me? So, because of that, it was for them. So when I talked to Live Legion, she was in a meeting and she was saying she's going to get clarity. She said, no, it applies for the US. Well, here's the deal. When you look at the link she sent, when I looked at the link she sent, the email website was for the EU. It was not for the US. So I do believe whatever happened as of today was not for the U.S. In my heart of hearts, I think it does not apply to the U.S. I got conflicting information. I got one agency saying it's absolutely the U.S. And I got one agency saying no, not yet. It's not the U.S. yet. It's gonna be the U.S. soon, but it's not the U.S. yet. It's for the EU. So just know that's where the information I'm getting is a conflict. And so you probably do have people who are here in the U.S. that are still doing business as usual, because I really do think that was for the EU. Even like I said, the email link she shared with us applied to the EU. It did not apply to the U.S. It was not the U.S. legal page. And so I'm just saying, so Coach Jesse, if you go back into the Discord, go back and look at the Discord. You have the same link I have. So if you look at that link says EEA. That's for the EU. Yeah, that's not for the U.S. EEA is for their EU branch. I know that because of the agency stuff that I'm doing, and they actually tell you to pick what country you represent. I represent the US/CA, which is Canada, US Canada. Um, and the EU EEA is part of the European branch of TikTok. And so somebody just asked the question about, is there countries TikTok does not service? And yes, that was the questionnaire I got today, actually. It's like, make sure, are you operating or supporting any of these countries that are restricted in TikTok? And it was about 25 of them that was listed. And I was like, no, I'm not. That was my answer. My answer was no to all the questions. No. So, but with that being said, I am not surprised, Nika, by you saying you are still seeing people doing business as usual, because I don't think it applied to the U.S. That's just me. I'm just gonna go off what how I interpret that information. I don't see where it directly says for the U.S. So if you are someone who is in a different country, like I said, representing, and let me know, Phenomenal, what are you hearing? Because from my understanding, they did not clarify that, oh yeah, the US is included. They actually said it's not. So, and I haven't seen any updated notification that said anything changed. Thank you so much, friends, for the donuts. Appreciate you. Thank you for that. So, I don't know if Phenomenal's still here. Are you still here, friend? So I don't know if you heard anything else, but yeah, I don't think it's for the US. That's my 2 cents. Now, obviously it's a little risky if you move forward and play music and then all of a sudden they offer a restriction or some kind of violation. But again, it just depends on what you're doing. If you pick so like upbeat that Sultry Dana mentioned, there's also epidemic sound that's come up. If you pick things like that, you should be okay. If you pick the music inside TikTok, maybe that's okay as well. They have a Nika, you came across, what did you say? You came across a library of music. I haven't seen anything about people using music at all. Say, yeah, you haven't seen it. And I'll say this, when I went to go search in the app, it wasn't there for me. I'm just gonna say that out loud. It was not there. So I didn't see it. I didn't come across it. It wasn't until you Google. If you Google it, you'll come across it. But again, if you go back and look at that website exchange, it says EEA at the end, which is the European countries. It's part of their communications. It's not for the U.S. So that's my 2 cents about it. I don't think it's the U.S. Where do you find that particular sound music? It's a separate app. It's an app that you have to pay for, if I'm not mistaken. I think they all have some type of fee that you would pay to use their type of music for your content creation, for your live stream. So yeah, you could pay to have that kind of the way you would pay for like a Spotify or Apple Music. You would pay for it. Yeah. So that's my 2 cents about it. The agents I saw were saying that the platform has not changed that policy. Yeah, I don't think it's the U.S. I keep saying that, y'all. I think there's a misinterpretation or misunderstanding about who does that belong to, and it's not. I don't think it's this. I don't think it's in the U.S. yet. Not that I'm not saying it's not going to be here. I'm just saying it's not here yet. Yeah, I'm new to any advice for me to make this a full-time job. Okay, friend, let's get going. We're gonna talk about going live. Let me shine on. Stay with me, friend. Stay with me a second. Let me make sure I give you the full gamut. Um, if it is people aren't getting dinged during their live yet, no, they're not. I don't like I said. I don't think it applies for us. Yeah, you said U.S. Yeah, I don't think it's here yet. Someone needs to give clarification. Yes, much ado about nothing so far. Yeah, yeah. I think it's the difference in the countries. So I will say this. I mean, Coach Jesse, if you want it, so Live Legion said it is applicable to the U.S. That's the takeaway she took. That's her stance. She's saying that it is the U.S. She was in some partner meetings. They're saying it is the U.S. It applies to the U.S. That's what they said. However, like I said, because I get the communications from that other agency, They said it was not. And what I noted is that Live Legion sent an email, not an email, a website link. The link does apply to the EEA, which is the European countries. It does not say it's not, you can see the link. The link is not for the US. Although the policy does not speak to a certain country, the link is attached to the EA. That's all I can say. So that's there. And then when I go and search for it, I don't come across this policy anywhere in my app. So again, I think it is not in the U.S. I don't think it's associated with the U.S. yet. That's my 2 cents about it. That's where I stand right now. But I don't know if there's any other place I can get clarity. The other agency has performance and such. They should know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should know. Like, so Live Legion is on the TikTok shop side, so she's probably not as versed with the creator side and, you know, artists and musicians. Because I would think, again, they're gonna have to move quickly to talk to their gamers, talk to their performers. They have a lot of people, especially in the A League, that are all about music. That's what they do. They're performers. They're singing. They're doing different covers. They're DJs. That's the A League. When you see that, you see a lot of people who are in the A League doing that type of work. So it wouldn't surprise me that they would have to be all over that quickly. And the email threads that went through, they was like, we were looking into it. And when they came back, they said it doesn't apply to us. They said it's two different communications. You said you cut off at 4 minutes. Okay. Now let me get to you, Sean. Sean said, wait a minute. Let me get back to me. I'm trying to figure out how to do this full time. So a couple things. Are you going live yet? Let me ask. Nasty, now I got questions for you. I'm sorry. Happy I sent an invite by accident, friend. That was accident. My hand clicked it by accident. Okay. So first of all, I need you to put a bio in. We're going to talk about bio. That's the first thing. Second thing, I want to know, are you going live yet? Yes, I see them in the A League. Yep, that's it. Yep, so that's where they live. So Sean got questions for you. Are you going live yet? You got 364 followers. So you potentially have live access. Here's the problem. You don't have a blue box. So we're going to talk about blue box also. So we're going to talk about making sure you're growing your account, making sure that you're actively doing this. You asked, how do you do this full time? Full time, were you talking about live streaming, full time content creation, full time digital marketing? What's the full time? Let me know what you're doing, what you envision doing. And then we can talk through, we can break it down really quickly. I'll give you a few tips. It said joined. You just joined, so you must have fell out and in. Let me know if you didn't hear my questions. My questions were, do you have live access? You don't have a blue box, so we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about growing your followers, because that's going to be essential. And then we're going to talk about consistency and engagement. They go hand in hand. And then I also wanted to know your goals when it comes to, are you trying to go live? Are you trying to be a content creator? Are you trying to do TikTok shop? Like, what, when you say 100%, were you just trying to do it all? Let me know what you're trying to do. Since TT is making money, it makes so much, it makes no sense to shut down. It doesn't. And I'm sure they know that. I'm sure they like, okay, look here. Now, I don't know what that means for the UK, because what I will say is that you have a lot of people. So what happens over here is mirrored in every other part of the world. And so I told you guys I went to an agency meeting for the UK. I did go over there. And I actually like it over there too, because it was real relaxed. They answered a lot of questions. It was, to me, it was a little bit more homey feeling. Like, okay, let's sit down, but let's have a meeting. Let's sit here and talk. So that's what it felt like. So I did like that. But they talked through their creators. They were talking through the different creators that they got and how people have grown and created essentially notoriety, that people know them, they have a name for themselves, they're essentially famous because they've grown in their TikTok journey. And then they've worked with an agency that helped to give them exposure and build them up as well. So just the whole process just seemed really, really intriguing. Now I say that because they were sharing examples of some of their well-known creators. And these are people who would be same as here on the US side that are top. Thank you so much. Look at you, subscriber. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate your friend. How you doing, Treetop? These are people who are growing, and they would be A-leaguers here on the TikTok side of the house. on our side. So just knowing that if they had a policy that changed over there and it will come over here, that some reason they're doing this. And it could go back to what Nika was saying earlier, where some of these other platforms have gotten lawsuits and they've gotten in trouble because of the copyright infringements. So they're probably just getting ahead of it, and maybe they started over there first before they start over here. That could be part of it. Um, you said you will likely not come back after March. You're gonna go to Favorite. I didn't like Favorite. Oh, I didn't get. I didn't have a good experience. Just looking at it really quickly, I was underwhelmed by it. Yeah, I don't know. How do you like it over there? I didn't give it a chance either, so maybe that's just me. I just need to give it a chance. But I was like, oh, this is like the bad step cousins to TikTok. I was like, oh y'all. Ooh. You said rock and roll, mama. You said I did my verification yesterday. What verification? What was that for? To go live? Let me know. You said Favorite is under the same company of TikTok. I didn't hear that. Not ByteDance. I thought they were different. Not Favorite. Really? No. I thought that was the whole point, that they were different. Did ByteDance buy them? Maybe they bought them, but I thought Favorite was like a little small startup a few months ago. Well, not I shouldn't say a few months ago. You said step cousins. It ain't even first cousins. They like step cousins. I was unimpressed by them, but I do have an account over there. I haven't done anything with it. Um, I appreciate your help, as I want to support. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Miss Treetop. Look at you, friend. I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't. They are the same. Tell me more. Hadn't heard that. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think there was because I did some research about them. That was during the first, um, when it went dark. That's what, so January. So I started my Favorite account because I was like, I'm new to TikTok. I'm gonna go over here to go to Favorite. And I was like, but with that, my understanding is that back then they were not affiliated. There were two separate entities. This was a person who decided to start bringing, and Favorite is mainly live streaming, so they don't do a lot of the content creation. So it is mainly live streaming. So I don't think you post content really at all. I have to go back and check and see if anything's changed. So they were really focused on the battling and all that stuff. So they were really trying to build it up. But I was kind of underwhelmed by how they operated over there. Eminem is currently. Oh, that's what you're saying. And the damage of using his song across platforms with no permission. Ooh, that's what Nika was saying. Yeah, yeah. This is interesting. Yeah. Lord help us. Yes. So Sultry Nana, check out Lenny. Okay, let me see. Lenny Soul Morning Show on Favorite, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Almost almost no restrictions. Okay, so Lenny Soul Morning Show. Lenny Soul, let me write that down. Hold on, with my notepad. My notepad's on my stand. Let's see, get it real quick. I'm gonna write this down so I can take a look. Because like I said, I have an account over there, so I'm gonna go over there. Lenny Soul. And you said that's 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay, I'll take a look at that one. Okay. They aren't owned by the same people. Yeah, they're not owned. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. I said I didn't think so. I remember seeing like the whole Favorite, um, you know, social media post, and the person who owned it, small startup, and they were really trying to be the U.S. base to TikTok, but only from a live stream perspective. Like I said, it seemed like it was a lot of battling. Their battling seemed very confusing. If I thought TikTok battle process was confusing, theirs seemed really convoluted. I was like, what is all this? So I need to go back and look at it now that I understand TikTok's battle format a little bit better. Maybe it'll make sense to me, but it was very confusing in terms of what they were talking about. I even sat in on somebody's info session where she was supposedly explaining it. And I was like, I still don't know what she's talking about. So it did not make any sense to me. Okay, Shine On, are you still here, friend? I had asked questions, but I think you're gone now. You might have had some issues, so I'm not sure what happened. Let me know if you're still here. Miss Darlene, thank you so much for joining again. Yeah, so the music thing, like I said, the music thing for TikTok, I don't know if there's any specific place to go to get a definitive answer. But like I said, I think people are still operating business as usual. So Nika shared that. I don't know if I've seen anybody say, he said swiped away. If I've seen anybody say otherwise, that they are no longer doing their music. The guy I sat in on, Happy sent me somebody. He said he was not. He explained that DJs would have to have their own music and have the copyrights to the music, and people who cover songs and stuff. He shared that post. The post more or less went viral, so it came. Happy sent it to me, and then when I clicked it, he was live. And it seemed as if he was doing like his final DJ thing. But I will say this, I don't think he was based in the US. I don't think he was. I'm just going to say he was from another country. And I don't think he was based in the US. So that may be part of it. So maybe that does still hold true that it's not a US thing. So just kind of keep that in mind. It could very well be not relating to the US as of yet. And it probably will have some impact at some point to the US. Okay, so let me know if there's any questions. I'm definitely going to do some more research. I need to look into it, find out what else is out there that they're saying with these new policies. But again, I don't think these policies, especially with the music, are currently US based. I think they are part of the UK, the European countries, and they're having to navigate the change here. Um, Really quickly, the countries that TikTok, I'm not going to say all of them, I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble, but I can share some of the countries TikTok is not in. I work in the music business. The platform could, number one, get a license for use, and two, pay royalties. They could, they could, they're choosing not to, huh? Rock and roll mama, how you doing, friend? Um, they're choosing not to. That's the problem. And that's the thing with what Nika was saying with Meta. Like they could pay for the music and the royalties. Now, the DJs though, they would need, because there's people using all types of music when they DJ. I think that's where the platform would have to try to figure out how to regulate that. So how do they make sure that these people who are performing just anybody's music, that they have, the copyright, and those artists are getting royalties for their music being used in that way. So I think that's where it gets a little complicated, because now you got to regulate the people on the app and how they're using other folks' music as they're performing live. Well, and they have agreements on the music that they have. It talks about that in the site. They have, so in the music that they do have in the app, they do have agreements for. You do. They do. That's true. Dear TikTok, we need clear information, please, and thank you. I guess the question is it the US or the UK? Which one is it? Is it us or is it them? Who does this apply to? I think it's the UK though. I think I'm gonna still stand by that. I don't think it's the US. I think that's where I see it. Also, DJ is a part of what produces more streams. Yes. Yep. Yep. That is true. Yep. Countries. So you have the countries that are in. Yeah. Countries that are pretty much the countries that are restricted in the U.S. when you think about Afghanistan, those type of countries. So some issues that the U.S. has issues with right now. China is on the list. There's a whole list. Cuba. So if you name a country that the U.S. has an issue with or have historically had an issue with, it's on the list. Russia, North Korea, you name it. Hello, Doris. How you doing? Republic of Congo. So name countries that we've had issues with is on the list. Iraq, Iran, Haiti. So Yes, yeah. So it's a whole slew of them. So you name it is there. It's about getting a dime and the dollar. Yes, it is, Fran. Yeah, yeah. So the music thing, I don't think it is connected to the U.S. That's my thoughts about it. I'm not going to tell you not to play your music or to play your music though. That is totally up to you. As a person who doesn't currently play music, um, I just don't do it because obviously, like I said, because of the YT thing that I do where I'm co-streaming over here, so I just don't play it. Um, but but I would say, you know, you probably continue to do business as usual, and maybe it'll be fine. So, Coach Miss Jessie, I would say search and see if there is any other areas where it's not a problem. Dr. Lisa, how much TikTok is always changing rules? Yeah, we I say we should expect for them to be in this constant state of updates and changes. Probably every 2 to 3 months we should expect to see something happening. I would not be surprised if this is the new reality, the new norm, because you got new people coming in. There's um, enhancements, just general enhancements to the apps, and then you have some community guidelines and changes that they have to make. So I would not be surprised if we just stay in the state of every 2 to 3 months, there's going to be a change. Some change might be a little harder to navigate than others, but for the most part, you should expect for some change to be inevitable. Because you got some bad actors here too. Let's be real. Now the music thing I think is extreme. Well, I think there's some safeguards they need to put in place when it comes to music. But you got some bad actors. You got some people who are outright just rude and nasty and manipulative, and so it's hard in that way when you got too many of those people out there. That now they're gonna have to say, okay, no, we can't do that anymore because they're you know essentially manipulating the process, or they are again just being inappropriate in how they're operating. So that's something, as an app, I think you should have safeguards in place. There's always just telling us part of the changes and part of the campaign and leaving us to figure it out. That too, their communication has to be better. I can agree with that just from the experiences I've had so far. Yeah, they definitely need to do better. You say yes, yes, Miss Darlene, I agree. Thank you so much, friends. Thank you for the follow. Some people want gifting gone entirely, and that's because of the bad actors. Ooh, you know what? You were sharing more about that too with the people who were being rude with the blocking people and stuff. Um, the gifting concept. Here's what I would say about that. To a certain extent, I agree with you. I, but I think there needs to be a different way to approach it. And so maybe it's not gifting. Maybe it's not gifting, but maybe there is a way for people to have like when you think about like a subscription or a sponsor or something like that. And so then that kind of levels the playing field. So I agree with like maybe the subscription process or something else where people are becoming members, and maybe it's not like the gifting process that happens. But they really do need to figure out how to do this so it doesn't require people to always you have those bad actors, those people who can get over and manipulate the situation and stuff. So I went to I had caught the end of a battle, and I just kind of listened to the live host. She was having a conversation with her friend. I guess the person she battled, maybe. I'm not sure how it went, but it seemed like they were having a conversation. And just even their debrief just seemed like they weren't appreciative of what people were doing. So I was like, how are they going to debrief and make it seem like, oh, yeah, why did she send that gap? Why did that? It was just something weird about it. I was like, huh. Like, at the end of the day, they didn't have to send anything. You know what I'm saying? So it just seemed very weird about how people are treating this as if it's just, yeah, just manipulative. So you said, child, yeah, it was. So I've seen that too. Um, it's like with some people, it's never enough. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, that's a mess. It was. It was. I was like, ooh. So I left fairly quickly, but at the end of the day, I just kind of listened to what they were sharing for a minute, and I just felt like they didn't appreciate and honor what the person had done. So you have a lot of people like that. Please give me some bio tips. I like fashion jewelry. Retired from Feds about 35 years ago. Um, But that's Eastern Social Net. Yeah, don't follow them. Leave us as supporters feeling like, yes, exactly. Mrs. Treetop, what you just wrote in this bot, what you just wrote here, are you comfortable with like Chat GPT? Are you familiar with it? Are you comfortable with it? You said it's a lot, that's why I withdrew. Yes, yeah, those battles are hard. Let me know if you are, because I would almost tell you, take what you just wrote in this in there where you're saying you are a retired from the federal government, now you're a TikTok um, content creator or live host that focuses on fashion, jewelry. And so put that in ChatGPT and ask it to write. And you might add a little bit more context about maybe your interests for content creation, like what type of videos are you going to do, what type of content you're going to produce. If you're going to go live, are you going to go live talking about your previous work career? Are you going to go live talking about your fashion, jewelry? Like, are you trying to do TikTok shop and you want to sell products? So just ask the app. ChatGPT can give you an 80 character bio. That's what bios require at this point is 80 characters. So ask it to write you an 80 character bio and it will come up with a bio for you. Literally pretty much based on what you, if you want to copy and paste what you put there and just add a little bit more context, that's it. That's it. And tell it to write your bio. It'll give you some short keywords. It'll give you full sentences. It'll give you emojis if you want. It'll do that for you. Yeah. You have a bio written in 30 seconds. And what I typically ask it to do is give me like 4 examples. I like multiple examples just so I can pick and choose which one I like the best. So you can ask it to give you some examples, but really literally copy paste what you have. Go to chatgpt.com in the little box. Say write me an 80 character bio for my TikTok profile based on this information. And you just copy and paste what you wrote. And that's it. Or you can say, write me 4 examples of an 80 character bio based on this information. I was on a live where he called the people out that were at the bottom of the list of gifters. Really? That's shameful. That is absolutely shameful. That to me, again, no appreciation. People don't have to do, people don't have to give, people don't have to watch, people don't have to tap, people don't have to comment, people don't have to. So if you're not appreciating your supporters, then you're not building community and people will move on. I have a paid account. There you go, friend. Okay. So your account knows you. So you can easily tell it, okay, now that you know me, here's what I want. You can copy and paste what you wrote in here, or you can even ask your bio, your chat to say, now write me an 80 character bio for my TikTok profile based on historically what you talked about. Yeah. I never go back to a live host ever again. I don't blame you, friend. Yeah. Oh wow. I was told in a live that my gifts were for me to grow, not because I was supporting the host. I was so sad that day. Doris, no. Okay, okay, I will do that. Yes, that's it, friend. You got it. Good tip. You said good tip. You said Mojo. You said let me go do that too. You have a nice bio though, friend. Appreciate you being here. Your new account. Appreciate the support too. Okay, so Doris, no, that is not the case. However, let me put that in a little bit of context because that is not the case. Let's be real. That is not a true statement. What it does offer in terms of how you engage your blue box is allowing you to level up and allowing you to get additional visibility and support from people in the room as you go into different lives as you are seen as a high engager. So it does give visibility to you to a certain extent. But at the end of the day, your gift is helping the live host too. Let's be real about that. So for someone to acknowledge that your gift is not about them, it is only about you, that's not a true statement. He didn't name that, but he called them out as a group. Oh wow. That's horrible. That is horrible. Yeah, that's horrible. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Wow, I was so grateful when folks give, especially in shoppable lives. That is true. Shoppable lives, you don't get the same love. That's true. But you appreciate all the gifts. It is a different experience. It is definitely a different experience. Imagine of not being grateful of a stranger giving you. I know that's crazy. That is unbelievable. So yes, it does. I actually just purchased my first investment property yesterday. So, oh, wait a minute. Let me know what you're saying, Treetop. What? What just happened, Treetop? From what? TikTok? Let me know. What are you talking about, friend? I have imagined that you can use gifts to help you grow your community and support from others. Yes. Yes. Um, hold on one second. Um, I have heard that you can use gifts to help you grow your community and support each other. Yes, that absolutely. Yeah. What do you mean by gifts? Gifts that people are. What do you mean by that? Explain a little more. You said that's shocking. I'm trying to see if I'm going to go that route as well. What route? Let me know. I missed something, Treetop. I want to make sure I understand your comment. Congratulations. I know you talked about it. Oh, look at you. Um, I get them in shoppable lives because I do so much teaching. Thanks. What did I just press? Happy. Did I invite you? Happy. You accepted the invite. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Like, what in the world? I sent an invite by accident about 20 minutes ago. I said that. I remember saying that. That was about 20 minutes ago. I was like, Happy, don't answer that. That was an accident. It did not even show up on my phone at all till just now. And I was like, I was paying attention. What? I know you know I'm in the room. What happened? Well, okay, then it just came through now. But that's Mercury in retrograde. All right. All right, friend. Talk to you later. Bye. I love that she said that's Mercury in retrograde. You said there's so much going on this week. I'd say happy I didn't realize Mercury was in retrograde. So this week has been interesting. It has been. It's been an interesting week with all the different news about people and what's going on in the world. How you doing, Ebony? How you doing, friend? Real estate investing. Okay, that's what you want to talk about for your live. Is that what you're talking about? I think that's what you're saying. I was trying to connect the dots. So you want to use that as your live topic and helping people understand real estate investment. I think that's what I'm hearing. Um, News is gossip. Hello, friend. Not Mercury and Gatorade again. Yes. These days it is. Yes. News is. Well, hello, friend. How are you? Thank you for joining the live, Doris. Thank you so much, friend. Um, is that so? I was just wanting to make sure he was mean about it though when mentioning my name. Oh, he mentioned your name too. You know, here's the deal too. Like I said, I don't think people understand enough about the live streaming process from live hosts because a lot of them is they're only focused on the gift giving, and they don't understand your algorithm is really benefiting from people who are liking your live. The likes matter. The people who are watching your live, you need viewers. The people who are commenting, you need the comments. You need the chat to get to chatting. All that helps to boost the live. And so when you have that type of engagement, it does. The gifts are. Don't get me wrong. The gifts are good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not diminishing the gifts, but you could have, if you only have a few people in your room that's gifting, your gifting is going to be minimized. But if you have a room that's activated, people are here, people are engaging, people are chatting, that's only going to grow and make more people come into your room because it's going to hit the FYP. People are going to share out your live. All that is part of how it works. So you just can't focus on the gifting. You got to focus on all the engagement. So you want people to interact. You want them to tap the screen. You want them to comment. You want them to share out the live. You want them to do all that. You want them to watch. So that's unfortunate because I think there's a lot of people that just focus on the gifts, and that's not the bulk of it. You know, you really have to have all of it. It's all important. It is all of it. All of it matters. So yeah. So let me know if you guys have questions. Um, So that makes so much sense with everything going on. Yes, yeah. If you're not there, it's hard to believe. Um, Let me understand what's going on, friend. But the line stream, let me know. Are you spamming me? Let me make sure I understand if you got questions. Yeah, is it my first investment property and maybe a document the journey? Oh, I love that. I love that. So my husband and I just finished building a duplex. We just finished like in the month of July. it was supposed to be finished like in January, maybe last July, to be honest with you all. So we just finished that, and we are going the path now to rent. We were going to flip it, we were going to sell it, and now we're going to rent. So we're now working through getting renters in the property. So that's it is what it is. It wasn't. I'm not. I My first marriage, we had a couple properties, so we were landlords, and been there, done that. Not not that. Yeah, so been there, done that, and it was some ups and downs about it. So I think I have a little bit of feelings about being a landlord again. So he knows that, and we've kind of talked through it. But again, the way the market is right now to sell, we wouldn't get the value that is that we put into it. So now we have to pivot and do the renting. So that's fine though. Leo full moon yesterday, today Mercury and more. Oh, thank you for that, friend. New moon. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. It's yeah, all of it's important. Yeah, so I think documenting your journey, Mrs. Treetop, is going to be so important. People need to hear your experience, and that's powerful that you've done this. So yeah, definitely talk about it. Shana, I'm back. You were cutting out. Now you're okay. Thank you so much. I asked a lot of questions, Shana. Let me go back. I'm gonna ask my questions again because I guess I want to make sure you had live access, and we're gonna talk through your bio, and I want to kind of hear your goals. Like when you said 100% doing this, what were your goals? Did you want to be in digital marketing broadly, live streaming, content creation, affiliate marketing, TikTok shop? Like what were you trying to do? Hey Doc, how the heck are you doing? It's Celine. How you doing, Celine? I've been here. TikTok just had me in the shadows. I ain't going nowhere. I've been here. How you doing? I have been seeing a pattern of that though. People popping onto a live room just to gift to get attention. Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there like that too that see this as a way to kind of get a to get, like you said, get attention. Like they're lonely, like they want that attention. So that part of it is that too. So you got to think about the people who are the viewers and from the viewer perspective. Almost 25K likes. It's about sharing, liking, watching, and bonus if they give. Yes, that's it. That's it. Thank you. You're welcome. Like I said, so many people taking the fun out of TikTok. Yeah, it is. I'm trying to figure out the new TikTok changes that were made. We were talking about a little bit in terms of I didn't do as much research, so I got to do some more research, friends. Um, we were sharing that when it came to the music, I'm hearing two different things. One entity, agency entity, is saying that it applies to the UK, to Europe, not the US yet. Yet being the optimal word because it's not here yet. But this applied to the UK. And then the other agency is saying no, it's for the US as well. I tend to lean towards the one that is saying it is part of the UK, that is not applying to the US, because even when I look at the link that the other agency sent to share about the new music changes, it has the UK information on the link. So that tells me that it probably is the UK's information. It's not the US. And so we've heard some people talk about business as usual. There's no changes that people are doing on the app. So I don't know. I don't know if what to believe, but like I said, I would lean towards that is not that is not applying to the US as of yet. That would be my thoughts about it. Yes, it's all together. Yes, I scrolled into live the other day. Hold on one second. I missed it. Let me go back up. You said I scrolled into live the other day. Just had it on for about 5 minutes while I was busy making it. What happened? Purchase, fix, and sell for the first property. Oh, girl, yeah, you gotta document that and share that information. Yeah, yeah. That was our situation. We purchased the land and we built it from the ground up. Two duplex, so two separate units, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, um, from the ground up. Yeah. So, and we were gonna sell, but now we're gonna keep it. So, dinner, she called me out by name and said it was weird. I was lurking. Oh Lord. Yeah, I don't think be back. Okay. I don't think there's a lot of people who understand the live stream. Like if you're live, people are gonna lurk. There are people watching me right now that have not come into this live. They're lurking. and you can see the lurkers, but that's fine. That's the expectation. If you're trying to have your live private, then you put a live event and you make it so that only select people can attend. People who signed up to attend, or people who paid to attend, or it's a subscriber only live. Beyond that, you don't have the right to it being private. So it's 100% able for other people to come in and join. Weird, I love it when you pop into a room. I know you are bringing good energy. Oh, that's sweet. That's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Nika, you are bringing good energy. They did the wrong one. They should have looked at your level 23 before they had something to say. They don't understand that level 23 comes with privileges, and you've been doing your thing. So no, they don't understand. I do wonder why any DJ lives handled it. Period, even before it came out. Yeah, people are just playing their music. That's all. So that's the thing about it with the music situation. How not why? Let's see. Yes. I was so uncomfortable that I closed the app. You closed the app. Thank you, friends. You should have just went to somebody else's room and lurked on their room. That's all. That's it. You don't let nobody run you off. You should have just went to somebody else's room and like, look here, I'm just gonna sit over here. There are plenty of fish in the sea. Shine on. Let me know if you're still with me, friend. I had some questions. I didn't see a response back. Let me know if you're still with me. So questions for you. Here's what I would tell you. So number one, how to grow. You want to make sure that you are, first of all, you got a bio. So you don't have words in your bio. You said, I'm here. You don't have words in your bio. So we're going to talk about that real quick. Let me know if your account is private. Let me know if your account is private, because then you need to unprivate your account. You said, it's the fan club name change why everyone is acting. That is it. You know what? When we were a team, people respected the team relationship. We were teammates. Ain't nobody no fan. We are teammates. We're doing this together. Your live can't thrive unless you have an audience, unless you got lurkers, unless you got tappers, unless you got commenters, unless you got gifters, unless you got all the people coming to your live. Your live won't do anything. So when we were a team, people respected each person's role on the team. When we became fans, and somebody thinks that they the head celebrity, I am Beyonce. I may look like Beyonce lately. Or maybe I think I'm Beyonce, but I am not Beyonce. So just let's be real about it. That's the reality of this. So we are a team, y'all. Okay. So here's what I will say. Bio. Let me say this. I say they forget we just making pennies and turning it into dollars. There we go, friend. That's it. That's it. That's exactly what's happening. Um, Let me say, friend, the power words. That's why I teach communication strategy. It matters. I'll just change from private to public and no bio yet. Okay. And are you on live? Okay. Oh, so you just changed from private to public. Okay. So you need to put words in your bio. So a couple things. You want to put words based on and go team. That's what you said, go team and go team. Shut up, you said and go team. That's it, friend. So, okay, shine on a couple things. So, bio is what you need to do first, because TikTok uses that to categorize you. Those words in that bio matter, because it's going to help with pushing your content out to people who are looking for that content. It also helps when you come into a live, because people will click your photo, click your name to see what's in your bio, to see who you are and what you're about. So you want to have words there. So that's the first step. Put words, I say keywords, words that matter to who you are, but also as you're producing content and potentially going live, what your live topic will be relating to. If you look at my bio, you'll see some of the things that I talk about, and then also have my live time and time zone in there as well. So put that in. That's the first step. The next thing you're going to do is want to grow your community. Growing your community means that you come into a live, you are introducing yourself. You might click some of our friends in here, you read their bio, you click that @ symbol where you can message them and say, hello, how you doing? Don't use words like scooped and gotcha and followed. First of all, it seems as if you're going to be fake engagement. It's not real, it's not genuine. You're just getting numbers for numbers' sake. So you want to try to start building a community, particularly with people who are interested in the same topic you're interested in. So as you go to live rooms, maybe go to some of those live rooms that are going to help you kind of connect with people who have a similar interest. And then, obviously you're in this room because you're like, okay, how do I grow? How do I make money? How do I do this and do it in a way that is going to make me leave my 9 to 5? So I get that, friend. I get that. So you want to be consistent. We're going to talk about consistency and engagement. That's what I talked about earlier. But you want to be consistent. So you want to start connecting with people. So you're going to grow your room, grow your followers, ideally soon. I wanted you also to check if you had live access because you want to start going live also. Except some people still say team and they're talking about needing 100K to rank up. That's on you. Yeah, that is on you. That's crazy. It was almost like crowd the fans just made worse. Yeah, they did. They did. That all fun. The fan club, yeah, I think that's where they went wrong. Words matter. They really do. Words matter. They do. Yes. Shannon, yes for what? ChatGPT? ChatGPT can help you with your bio. I talked about that with Miss Treetop. So if you want to take the words that you are going to talk about, words that matter to you, who you are, what you're about, and put those words into ChatGPT and ask it to write you an 80-character bio, you could do that. I usually tell it to write me an 80-character bio, maybe give me 4 examples of different options, and then you want to just have some context that you can give it, so that way it writes something that is uniquely you and things that you agree with. Um, so ChatGPT. Okay. Have you gotten your flash go yet? I did. We got roses. Yes, ChatGPT. Have you got yes, so then it's on ChatGPT again. So shine. Those words are yuck anyway. What words? What words? Thank you so much, friend. Okay, so I was holding my heart me in case it popped up. Oh, you're so sweet. Definitely ChatGPT is great for that. Yes. How do you go live or know that you can go live? Okay. Okay, friend. So when you go on your profile, where your face is, you should see TikTok Studio as an option there. Click that. If you have tools and then live, you can click to the live home screen, home center. You can you might have to verify your ID, put in an ID to verify yourself, because you got to be 18 years and older, and then you get approved and you can go live. Yeah. And so I did a video today about the practice mode. I did the practice mode, y'all, just so y'all know. I did the practice mode. So it's out there for people who wanted to know and see the practice mode. It's out there for you all. It's not letting me get the daily heart me from you. Is it because I was on your... Yes. You only get 1 heart me a day. So 1 daily heart me a day. He said, I saw it. You saw it. I did the practice mode. And then, yeah, so it was 1 a day. You said, I love the practice mode. Yeah, the practice mode. The practice mode, you want to do, even, like I said, I do it even when I'm trying to look for a new filter. So I go into practice mode, so I don't want to go live yet. Oh, look at that, Mr. Treetop. Appreciate your friend. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. What is that? That's called the budding heart. Thank you for that. But yeah, so the practice mode I use even when I don't, when I want to try new. Thank you so much for the popular votes. Hey, Mr. Lee, you said you came in under the other account. Yep. So it's good for you just to play around with different filters because new filters come in all the time. So it could be helpful just to have filters too. Effects, I say filters every time. Effects. It's good when you mention your video content in here. It reminds me to go to, oh, look at you. Thank you so much. Yes, I played with the features in practice. Yep. That's the whole thing. Just play around. Get comfortable. Work on your script. Work on your eye contact. Work on making sure you're in the chat. That's going to be important. So shine on. Let's go back. So once you check for live access, I want you to start going live. My last two videos, oh, they might have went to go check. I don't see them in the numbers. It's like, let me go check and see if I got live access. I'm back. Appreciate your friend. Yes. Question: have you used effects in lives? I've never seen that. The Pharaoh mask. I have never seen that. Oh my gosh, that was cool. I was like, oh. Why did I set up straight? That was a cool one. Love that one. I've never seen it. Oh my gosh, I've never seen it in anybody's live. That's the first time I've seen it. I need to see what it looked like. Did you? Thank you for trying it on me. It did cover all my hair. I was like, let me sit up straight. Oh, that's a fun one to get. Yeah, I have that one pinned in my gifts. It's so cool. Do you really? That one, that was cool. I had never seen that one. The Pharaoh. Eli, I love it. Thank you so much, Bloom. I appreciate your friend. You were serving that Pharaoh. I was like, let me sit up. Oh, thank you, friend. I love that. I've seen it in Tara's live, the Pharaoh is cool. Oh, you seen it there? Yes, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure she's tested out a lot of different gifts. But yes, that was cool. Question: have you used effects in lives, like fun ones in your life? Effects. I played around with effects once or twice before. I haven't done it recently, but there's a lot in there. You should definitely, whenever you're new, play around with them. Like my first live, I just literally just clicked around and clicked to different effects. I was a Santa Claus. I was all types of things. So I would say definitely play around with them, but I haven't done it more recently. But I think that will be fun to do. I love when Tara gets that gift. It's hilarious. Is it really? Is it? She sits up like me. You like when you're a pharaoh, you gotta sit tall. Take it all in on the screen. I love it. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, friend. All right, so we let's go Cleopatra. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Lisa. So appreciate you. You're so welcome, friend. I appreciate all of you all. So I don't know. I think Shine On left me. I was gonna give a couple more tips for my newbie in the room. Anybody else? You guys have been rolling with me and stuff. Let me know if there's any other questions. I'm gonna go do some homework. So I got some homework to do. I do have my shop live tonight. I got some homework to do for that too, y'all. So I have a couple products that just came in the mail, so I gotta look at them. I gotta learn about them. Nika was so gracious. She was like, Dr. Lisa, that is not vegan. TikTok would have violated me for that. So I'm happy you said something. I was like, oh, TikTok, I didn't mean it. It ain't vegan. So I would have gotten in trouble for that. You are one of the best and kindest live hosts. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, you treat people the way you want to be treated in this world. That I live by the golden rule. If there's somebody who who's having a bad day, it's not my job to make their day even worse. Okay. Now, if they're being rude and nasty, they will get a different side of me. but for the most part, I try to treat people the way I want to be treated. So they don't normally get that side often. I don't let people bring down my frequency to that level. Not too often. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Nika Grace. Yes, Dr. Lisa Shops. Yes, she is the best. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. That's what this song. Wait a minute. Let me set up for this one too. What was that? What was that? The mic champ? Oh, sweet. Look at you, friend. Thank you so much. Oh, chat later, family. I love you all. Good night. Thank you, Miss Arlene. I appreciate you, friend, stopping through. I'm praying for you. I hope you feel better. I hope you are literally feeling better, seriously. So keep us posted. Let us know if you need anything too. Thank you so much for being here. Um, how you doing, Harvey? Thank you so much. Bloom, appreciate you, friend. You're so kind. You said I'm gonna test out some stuff on her. Let me test out Dr. Lisa. And these different gifts that she hasn't seen before. I've never seen that one either. That was a new one. I appreciate you, friend. Good evening, Harvey. How are you, friend? So yeah, just the trolls get that side of me. Yeah, the trolls do. I don't let the trolls get me down because I usually just mute and block them. They get muted and blocked. It's 8 or 8:30. My live Dr. Lisa Shops is at 8:30. I need to be a little bit more timely because I've been doing like 8:45 because I end up starting to set up by like 8:15 and that's not enough time. So I need to be intentional about my setup. But 8:30 Dr. Lisa Shops, and then I'm in my office. I'm not in the kitchen. And Nika she gave a good suggestion. The kitchen allows me to be more conversational. It does. It really does because I'm sitting there talking about the recipe. I'm talking about the food. I'm talking about the the air fryer. I'm telling some other products, and in between that, we're having conversation. So it does allow it to be a little bit more of a conversational, relaxing type live experience. Whereas the other live that I traditionally do, a shop live that is very shop. Here's the products, here's what we're talking about, here's what we're doing. Now, I will say this, there has to be a balance because you got to be careful with TikTok. You don't want to say something that's going to get you in trouble. And again, just being cognizant of that and like, what are you saying that is not related to the product that's being pinned? So you got to be careful about that. So that's where I'm like, okay, conversations are good because I'm talking about the air fryer, I'm talking about the food, and I'm trying to make it all connect. And then I could digress a little bit, but I still have to kind of bring it back to the product that's being pinned. How you doing, disaster alert specialist? Appreciate you. So is there 3 different TikTok accounts you have? I do. I do. I have this account, I have the shop account, Dr. Lisa Shops account, and then I actually have, it's in here, it's the Prospect Wellness, that's my mod account. That's my research account. Yep. So with that, you can have up to, I've heard you can have up to 5 accounts on TikTok. So you should be able to have multiple accounts. And so this account that's in here now is just really helping to moderate, it will moderate my shop in particular. Although I need to play around with that tonight. It didn't mod yesterday because this is actually a brand new account with the same name. My whole phone situation, I have to kind of figure that out. That's something I need to sit my behind down and work on too. But the other account I wasn't able to get up, so I ended up creating a brand new one that has the same name. So, but that's my mod account. Okay. Yeah, because sometimes my words are metaphorical, so I say out loud. so I say out loud after to TikTok. Yes, yes, yeah. I know I'm talking about supplements, and I have to make sure that I have to give that disclaimer, like you want to contact your physician. Everybody's experience is different. You have to say things like that, and I often forget to say that, so I need to say that more often too. So yeah. But yeah, when it comes to Mrs. Treetop, when it comes to TikTok Shop, you actually do want to have a separate account. That's the best practice because it will take over your feed. So your other content that you want for maybe a certain audience, you talked about your property and investment property. If you start talking about different products, it won't, your algorithm gets confused. I think that's the best way to say it. Thank you so much. I love your hair off, Taka, but it's pretty. Thank you so much, friend. Yeah, I'm about to open a research one, so I am not messing up my categorization. Ooh, I love that. Oh, okay, I love that. Yeah. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Bloom, thank you so much. Thank you all for all the gifts. Thank you all for the support. Harvey, thank you for the rose. Appreciate you all coming in. I'm about to head out because your girl I gotta prep for the next live. I think you understand that. Yep, yep. Okay. And then I had to prep for the nighttime shop live. I got some homework to do, but I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to do a little research, so I'm not going to leave the app. I'm actually going to keep my behind on the app for about another 30 minutes. Do some research and see if I can get a little bit more clarity on some of the things people are putting out there. I do know the original content came up as an article. People have been posting about that quite a bit. The music thing has been talked about, but again, I don't believe that is US. I think all signals are pointing towards that is relating to the other, to the UK, to the European region of TikTok, not to the US. That is my understanding. I've gotten discrepancies in terms of who does that belong to, or is it part of the US creators as well? I'm leaning towards the agency that said it wasn't the US is correct. That's what I'm leaning towards. But I'm going to see if I can get some more answers, see if I can do some more research. I wish I had opened up a separate account earlier. My teaching lives are not getting the same visibility. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. You gotta stay on top of your teaching lives. You gotta make sure you're researching content and your audience, and just kind of work on making sure your algorithm is speaking towards your topic. That's what I would tell you. Um, Hello everyone. How you doing? The History of Mexico. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Hello, morning. How you doing, friend? Come on in. Thank you all for being here. I'm about to, Luna, I saw you sneak in, friend. Luna. How are you doing, friend? I know. So we'll see you August 1st. So Luna is August 1st. She's gonna be back live. She's gonna be ready. You said, I'm happy. I love that. She's gonna be back and ready, friend. It's because it's a newer account, not the topic, fewer connections. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, it's gonna take time. Just stay with it. It'll take a little bit of time. Yes, I appreciate you, friend. You said don't let TikTok hold you back. They cannot hold back a good woman. You just stay at it, friend. Keep posting your content. Work on your shop. You did say you were gonna work on the shop side too. So get ready to go live over there. Yeah, that's what you do. Get ready to do your TikTok shop. Cause shop was this the shop page? Let me know. Did you have a separate account for shop? Let me know. I don't remember you talking about a separate page. You said, I'm from Malaysia. How are you, friend? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. It is now. Okay. This is for a shop page. Okay, Lavella, you said it is now. I love it. I love it. Don't let TikTok hold you back, friend. You got this. You got it. All right, friends. I appreciate all of you guys. We are taking it almost to 2 hours. We went over at it's an hour in, well, it's actually 200 minutes. Is that right? I'm sorry, 100 minutes. It was 90 minutes a second. It's an hour and 40. That's what I'm trying to say. Hour and 40. So what is that? 100 minutes. So appreciate you all coming through. I will be back tomorrow. I appreciate all the support. Thank you so much. 30K likes. We did do that. I appreciate all the support, friends. And we're going to keep going. We are not giving up. I don't stop. I'm here. I may be still somewhat in the shadows, but that is okay because the people in the room are the people who's supposed to be in the room. So that is it. You said C. TikTok filter you because I don't see another comment. Nika. Okay, she. Oh, you on your shop live. Oh, see you on your shop live. Yes, I see it now. See you on your shop live. Yes, thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Yes, shop tonight. Dr. Lisa shops at 8:30, 8:30 Eastern. 8:30 Eastern. So I will be there. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you coming through. I will see you guys later. All right, bye-bye. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you coming through. Yes. All right.